I Feel Pretty makes a lot of sense on paper. After becoming America's foremost chronicler of female self-esteem issues through her Emmy and Peabody-winning Comedy Central sketch series, Amy Schumer finally has the chance to give her tortured public persona a happy ending. An average-looking woman, by Hollywood standards, consumed by the desire to be undeniably pretty, bonks her head, wakes up believing she's beautiful and learns that her anxieties about her looks kept her from fully embracing life. Confidence, not conventional beauty, was what she needed all along. Like her commitment phobia rom-com, Trainwreck, the project is on brand for Schumer, while softening her edges for a broad audience. So what went so wrong? Also read, Amy Schumer and I Feel Pretty tackle body image issues in first trailer written and directed by Abby Cohn and Mark Silverstein, first-time Helmers who penned How to Be Single, The Vow, and He's Just Not That Into You. I Feel Pretty is an honest-to-God fiasco. Virtually every single aspect of this rigidly unfunny comedy is botched, from the characters to the plot, the themes to the core message. For a long stretch, Michelle Williams threatens to steal the picture, playing the funniest character she's played in ages. But ultimately she, too, gets lost in the ineptitude that defines this film. I Feel Pretty was clearly adapted for Schumer's talents, a sensible move so poorly implemented that it ends up being one of the film's greatest drawbacks. Schumer's Renee Bennett is supposed to be an every woman whose insecurities about her appearance are relatable, if extreme. Also read, Amy Schumer claps back at I Feel Pretty critics, we all struggle with self-esteem. She works for Lily LeClaire, an upscale makeup company headed by its namesake founder, Lauren Hutton, and her granddaughter Avery Williams, but Renee is stuck in a basement outpost, forever looking into the Midtown headquarters from the outside. That is, until a cranial injury during SoulCycle has her convinced that she's attractive enough to go for a receptionist position at the model-filled main office. We're meant to identify with Renee as the woman next door gaslighted into thinking she's an ogre. But Renee is also written as a monstrous egomaniac, a painfully basic bitch, two archetypes that Schumer often plays. The script's tone deafness reaches a particularly low point when Renee signs up for a grubby bikini contest at a dank bar on a first date, sticks her finger into a stranger's mouth, and her good guy plus one, Rory Scovel, the house, finds her wannabe stripper antics charming and seductive. Self-love and body acceptance have seldom smelled so much like stale beer. Renee's proximity to Avery, a sheltered heiress with a chipmunk voice and a heart of gold, leads to the discovery that drugstore makeup-using Long Island native Renee might be a valuable consultant for Lily LeClaire's upcoming Target line. Williams masterfully parodies the studied fragility of a certain class of New York women, and Schumer excels in the scenes in which she sells Renee's self-hatred and her jubilation at being beautiful. Also read, Justin Bieber to Amy Schumer, stars throw their support behind. And Renee is so shambolically and jaggedly written that by the time her big realization monologue arrives, all I wanted was for her to stop talking. Occasionally, a human moment glints among the muddle. A late moment when a character points out how sad it is that Renee's wildest dream is merely to be pretty is fleeting but wise. But such lines are all too rare, and ostensibly hilarious ones, like when Renee gets called "sir" by some random dude, are much more common. And the scenes where Renee, an adult woman, learns that conventionally attractive women have problems too, simply feel condescending. The movie that I Feel Pretty should have been deserves to be made. This version, in which a narcissist learns to love herself as is, feels far less necessary. Long before we all came to know and love the charming, witty, multi-hyphenate Amy Schumer was once an unknown comic longing for her big break. Getty Images 2003. Schumer enters the world of stand-up comedy. She performs her first-ever gig at Manhattan's Gotham Comedy Club shortly after graduating from Towson University in Maryland. Getty 2007. Schumer appears on a Comedy Central episode of Live at Gotham, which showcases comedians performing at the New York City Comedy Club. Getty Images 2007. After previously auditioning for but not booking it, the comedian finally makes it onto the 5th season of The Last Comic Standing, where comedians compete for $250,000 in a TV special. Schumer placed 4th. Instagram 2011. Schumer applies to be a writer on the Comedy Central roast of Charlie Sheen, but doesn't get the job. Instead, she gets to be a roaster. She received a great deal of attention for her jokes. Not all of it positive. Getty Images 2012. Schumer's comedy special, Mostly Sex Stuff, premieres on Comedy Central, where she discusses, well, mostly sex stuff. According to The Washington Post, Schumer's comedy special was the second highest-rated Comedy Central special in 5 years. Comedy Central 2013 Schumer premieres Inside Amy Schumer on Comedy Central, her first comedy pilot. The sketch show was renewed for a fifth season in 2016. Comedy Central 2015 Schumer hosts the 2015 MTV Movie Awards, where she gets praised for her great jokes. Getty Images 2015 Time magazine names Schumer one of its 100 most influential people of 2015. The magazine wrote, "Amy's got your back. She's in your corner. She's an honesty bomb. And she's coming for you." Getty 2015 Trainwreck, co-starring Bill Hader, put Schumer on the map as both a gifted writer and actress. She earned a nomination from the Writers Guild of America for Best Original Screenplay and won a Golden Globe for Best Actress, Motion Picture Comedy or Musical. Universal Pictures 2016 Schumer was joined on stage at the 2016 Golden Globe Awards by Jennifer Lawrence, and they quickly became Hollywood's most loved BFFs. NBC 2016 The comedian releases a memoir titled, The Girl with the Lower Back Tattoo. The book rose to the No.1 spot on the New York Times bestseller list. Getty Images 2016 Schumer was in talks to play Barbie in a live-action movie for Sony based on the iconic Mattel line of dolls. The deal later fell through. Getty 2017 The comedian co-starred with Goldie Hawn in R-rated comedy, Snatched, about a super cautious mom, Hawn, who joins her daughter, Schumer, on a jungle vacation to Ecuador that goes horribly, horribly wrong. 20th Century Fox 2017 Schumer made her Broadway debut in November 2017 in Steve Martin's comedy, Meteor Shower, opposite Keegan-Michael Key, Laura Benanti and Jeremy Shamus. 2018 Schumer starred in the comedy, I Feel Pretty, about a woman who finds confidence and self-esteem after suffering a head injury. Schumer took on criticism of the movie's body image themes. "I heard a lot of, she doesn't have a right to feel bad about herself because she looks however she looks," Schumer said, adding that the movie is not about an ugly troll becoming beautiful, it's about a woman who has low self-esteem finding everyone's got a right to feel that feeling, regardless of their appearance. STX Entertainment Long before we all came to know and love the charming witty multi-hyphenate, Amy Schumer was once an unknown comic longing for her big break.